Hi guys, I'm outside. Um, I thought this would be more interesting. Let me be lower one thirds. I'm outside. I think it's about to rain and it's windy out. Happy episode 18. What have you guys been up to? Yesterday I started work. Can you see my legs? I hope you can't see my legs. I'm really low to the ground and this table is crooked. Um, anyway, I started work yesterday. I got 20,000 steps by the end of yesterday. Um, Today I got kicked over by a kid, and I think I'm probably gonna have a lot of bruises on my behind. I also think I got bit. Yeah, but things are good. Things are good. I'm gonna get paid money. Okay, I'm getting bit by bugs. I got my watch. I got my brand new Garmin Vivo Active 5 in the color Orchid. And I'm really excited about it. Okay, I put it on too loose after I showered today. I'm back outside, but I don't want to have to shower again. I'm outside. I thought this would be more interesting, and my room is kind of stuffy and gross. So here I am here. I got this hat from a garage sale. My friend said it looked like I was going off to war. And I got this shirt from the same garage sale. I might need to start garage sailing more. It might be the garage sailing summer, though that is every single summer. Anyway, yeah, what else is new with me? I guess, well, here I am outside. That's new. I have a ring light behind you, but I can't plug my ring light in anywhere, which I realized beforehand, but I just kind of look like an idiot now because I can't really detach the ring light from the actual tripod. So here I am with all the cars driving by. Hopefully, audio's, well, whatever. Anyway, um, I tried to go to the gym after work after I already got 17,000 steps, and I kind of felt like I was going to pass out. Sorry, mom. She told me not to go because I had a headache, and I still went, and it wasn't really that good of a time. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to go to gym. I might have to go to gym at 6 in the morning, and I don't know if that's really the move either. So yeah. Anyway, the theme of today, which actually is really fitting, and I didn't mean to, but here we are outside, detox. If I'm being honest, I didn't know what to make this episode about because nothing really interesting was happening with me. Um, I just started my job, and my next job starts next week too, and I need to decide if I want to continue my third job. Um, but I have zero apps on my phone practically. I have zero anything going on my phone. I am eating the most boring food in the world. You want to know what I had today? And this is not me complaining because honestly, I'm my happiest when I'm eating these foods because I feel good, I look good, I have energy. I had ground turkey, lean ground turkey. I think it's 99% lean ground turkey with green beans baked in avocado oil to get my healthy fats in. And I had sourdough bread. Okay, imagine this. Just imagine this. Imagine I'm at work and I have this cute, colorful lunchbox. And then this is what I pull out: pale ground turkey, withered up green beans. I need to figure out how to cook green beans where they're not soggy. Sourdough bread. I had sun gold kiwi, which is actually really delicious and really good, and I recommend. I think I need to buy more. Wow, look, it's golden hour. Anyway, sun gold kiwi. Um, oh, cucumbers, tomatoes, and really that's the bulk of it. I had Drizzlicious as my snack. Um, yeah. I'm eating the most boring food. I have the most boring phone. I'm just working. Um, so this is really the summer of detox. I that is what I need right now personally. I also need money. So, we've been trying to get a second guest on this podcast. First guest, second person on this podcast. We don't have a microphone still, so maybe that's coming soon after I get my paycheck. It's probably not happening, but that's okay. Um, yeah. I also, okay, first theme of detox is, and I know I'm gonna sound really annoying, but I've only been on Instagram only on Wednesdays to upload my photo to say hi, my podcast is out, because that's how hard the grind is right now. And I say that as if I didn't remember that I had a podcast yesterday and then have to think of a theme, but here I am. And no TikTok, which has actually been freeing. They keep trying to email me and tell me to log back in. Oh my god, that is not my friend. Okay. There's this car that pulled up next to my car. Maybe this is going to take you out of the experience. You can tell I'm not in the woods. There's a building right there. But this car pulled up next to my car. Um, and I thought it was my friend because my friend lives near here and it's their car. But that is not my friend. That is a man with a beard and a hat on. Anyway, he's probably here to play outside. Anyway, so next, let me keep talking. Detox. TikTok. No TikTok, even though they keep trying to email me. I'm not falling for it. I tried to download Heyday. I think I said this last week, but I tried to download Heyday and it was already too overwhelming for me, which makes me sound really pick me. But, I mean, once you can realize your mind and what your mind actually wants to do, you don't have to force it to be a consumer. I don't know, that's my advice. But honestly, it's been helpful, and I haven't really felt that disconnected. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize, like, they're like, oh, I need to stay on TikTok so I understand things and references and, like, talk to my friends. But you don't even, after the first 2 days, you don't even realize what you're missing out on because your life still feels the same. Oops. Same with Instagram. My next form of detox, actually, and this is going to be really personal, and I've already talked about bowel movements on here. But at first, okay, this is me talking about my struggles because maybe somebody else out there will get it or maybe not. I was eating arugula and tomatoes and I pickled onions and pickled carrots. I love pickled onions and pickled carrots, but the trick is, wow, is this really what my podcast has turned into? Nobody's listening to this TS, bro. Anyway, my pickled carrots. You don't put apple cider vinegar in those, but you put apple cider vinegar in the pickled onions because it's delicious and sweet. But I was actually clearing out my stomach eating those, and now I feel so much lighter and awesome because I guess, I don't know, when you pickle things, it's like probiotics in your stomach. Um, Prebiotics. I don't know the difference between prebiotics and probiotics. I don't know if anyone actually does, but just a thought. Um, so yeah. And that is a great way to detox. I heard people today at work in the lobby talking about a juice cleanse. I don't know that I could ever do a juice cleanse. I don't think my stomach. I don't think that juice cleanses are probably actually beneficial in any way. I think you're just trying to feel like you are eating less, but I think you're harming yourself. Anyway, yeah. Maybe I can just do this in one take and I don't have to edit it. Is that okay with you guys? I'm kind of afraid that my podcast might suffer this summer as I'm doing too many things. But also, this is my time for myself and my time to relax. My watch keeps telling me that I need times to relax, but I kind of think it's just propaganda because they want me to stop moving. Because that's a thing. This is what I think about a lot. Because Weight Watchers is actually a program that doesn't help you lose weight because the way their system works is like they tell you you can reward yourself after eating healthy, and then you stay in this cycle of eating junk food or things that reward you. And then, okay, it sounds like I'm really into like the propaganda or the what's the other word? Conspiracy theory. I've fallen into a conspiracy theory, but I feel like this was like they were sued for it or something. Okay, I don't know if that's true. But I guess Weight Watchers doesn't actually work on purpose so that you keep buying subscriptions from them. And I kind of feel like that's what MyFitnessPal is doing to me and maybe my watch. But again, I think I'm paranoid. And I don't need to be. Dude, 20,000 steps yesterday. I can't wear my Chacos. And you can't force me, okay? I have switched to tennis shoes for my day job now. Dude, I love having a full-time job. This is a shout out to all my unemployed people to get a job. I know it's not that easy, and I don't mean to make fun of people that can't get a job because that's a real thing. But, sorry, I thought there's figures behind me. But having a full-time job, and especially working with like younger kids or people that if I can be in a leadership position. Recently, one of my friends told me, she was like, wow, at least you just live in leadership positions, and that's the best compliment ever. Um, but I just feel like I have such a purpose then. Not that I didn't have a purpose before, but when I can feel useful and like I'm taking up space and I know what I'm doing, that is genuinely the best feeling ever, and that is what I strive for in everything I do. feel like I'm talking really fast. Anyway, yeah, that is the best thing that I can do for myself is literally being being accomplished. I don't know, knowing things and being in a full-time job again is just wonderful. And I can talk to people again, and like there's a bunch of new people too, and I feel like I can be mother to them and be a leader to them with in mind all of the people that have been leaders to me, and it's great. I truly, truly, truly love it. And that's a part of my detox too, is being able to go to work and not be on my phone. My screen time recently has been like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and it's great. Oh, I should probably call my friend. Hey Mia, maybe I'll call you today. This is gonna be really awkward if I don't call her now. There's pine needles actively falling on me. Yeah, but my job has been great. I hope everybody is having a great summer so far. I hope you found something that makes you feel accomplished, even if it's not a job or an internship, because I think people. Is there someone behind me? Why do I hear footsteps? I think that is something that people emphasize, and older people emphasize, is that you have to have a job or an internship. I'm kind of nervous because I haven't had an internship yet, and I don't know, I might graduate and like be an adult then. I think my next episode is gonna be about um my letter to my previous yeared self, because it's almost my birthday. And there's been a lot that's happened this year with me. Honestly, this year has been a great year for growth and development and change and adjustment. And I am very proud of myself for that. But I can save that. I can save my what does loathing mean? I can save my talk to myself about growth for the next episode, even though I seem to talk about that every episode. But yeah, detox. Get off your phone. Go outside. I wore my chacos once yesterday. I was outside. It was cloudy. It was rainy, and I can still see a Chaco tan line. And I didn't have a tan line before because I went outside and I purposefully tanned my feet beforehand so that I wouldn't have a Chaco tan line. And now I can still see one. And Max said, "No, no, it's just an indentation." Shout out Max. There's a tan line, bro. I promise. I hope this wind isn't annoying. Guys, can I just say, I really dislike frisbee golf. Sorry, and I'm right next to it, I guess, but I just. Maybe if I tried it now, it'd be more fun. But when my mom would be like, guys, let's go play frisbee golf, it was maybe a punishment. I'm realizing how. Mm, I don't know. Just working with young kids makes you look at parenting differently, and like I feel like okay, this is my reflection on what I've learned at my job working with children. Um I have started to view myself in a different light about like how I handle situations and adjustments and like behaviors that I have. Like genuinely, when I know now that when I'm upset most, I'm literally just hungry. And that's from working with kids who are the exact same way. Or maybe like my schedule was thrown off, and that's exactly what they teach you with working with kids, is like you have to tell them about transitions and like how you're moving from one area to the next or what you're doing next, and or else they'll get upset or they're not going to want to, or they're just going to have behaviors. And I literally, that is exactly how I am too. And I don't think that's necessarily like belittling me down to a child or in a child's brain. I think it just shows that we all come from the same place and the same mindset and the same need for structure. Because when my time is thrown off, when my eating is off, when my what else? I don't know, when my outfit is off, like little kids get thrown off by that stuff all the time, but so do I. But and it's also it's made me be able to deal with myself and like my own temperaments differently too, or better, which is really interesting. I don't know. I recommend that to everybody working with kids. And I cannot stand a person who says I can't work with kids or I can't be with kids. You're just mean, probably. You just don't know how to handle yourself or your own tempers. So, how are you going to be able to help kids regulate their own emotions? The best people to work with kids are the ones that can keep their cool. If you can't keep your cool, you're not going to work with kids, and you're not going to work well with yourself or other people in the grown up world. Sorry, I just got really real for a second, but that's what I've learned, and that's something I reflect on like every day with this job. Because things are able to be talked through or worked through or like narrowed down to a source that is causing this effect. And I feel that with myself. Like I notice it in myself when I like snap at people too. There's a reason, not a reason for it. The reason makes it sound like there's like excuse. And there's not an excuse, but there's a reason it's happening, you know? It's nice out here. Maybe I should do more episodes outside cuz this is much better than my room. I don't know. I'm not really messing with my room for a studio space, for a recording studio. So if you have any suggestions, if you're from the same area I'm from, text them to me of if you if where you think would be interesting for me to have a podcast. Something easy. Don't comment it below. Just let me know. I'll figure something out. I want to go to a pool. I used to have a pool growing up, and it was maybe the best thing ever. I had a pool and a pool table in my childhood home, and we moved away. Granted, I think a lot about how different I would be if I wouldn't have moved away from that area. Not that I'm like super far on the other side of the world or something, but like I think a lot about it. And I'm glad that I've moved. I'm glad that that was introduced to me early, change and meeting new people. I remember talking about it with one of my friends, how she would always move from place to place. And it was interesting because I remembered earlier, like in our friendship, she had talked about how she felt like she had like commitment issues. Not like necessarily relationships, but like trusting that people were going to be with her or trusting that things were going to be with her. But I mean, I feel like that is reasonable when you move around your whole childhood. Sorry, not to unpack someone else's trauma on here because she listens too. Hi, friend. Love you. I love all my friends that listen and my friends that don't listen. Shout out you guys. Because this has just been a ramble the whole time. But I'm glad I'm able to get it out because I haven't even been able to like journal or anything. I guess this is my detox too. Also, I've been realizing how uncommon it is for people to drink water. One of my bosses at one of my jobs, she was like, "Yeah, I guess I can't remember the last time I drank a water bottle." I was like, "Are you serious? Like, you don't carry around a water bottle?" And she was like, "No, how am I supposed to finish that? Like, I can't even finish my Starbucks venti." What are you talking about? Literally, what are you talking about? Go fill up a water bottle. Go to the hose and fill up a water bottle, bro. What do you mean? That's why you have headaches. And I'm not to be your mom, but did you drink water today? Did you drink water today? Is that why your head hurts and your stomach hurts? Track it too. Hashtag MyFitnessPal. Hashtag sponsored. Not really. I don't know. Kind of pisses me off though. But I've been drinking at least 3 of my water bottles a day. I guess I'm only on like 2 right now. But I still have hours left of the day. Um, I I know exactly how much water I've drank like at any point of the day. But you should too. Hello? Is that why your head hurts? Anyway, ever since you got that damn phone. Yeah. And I turned off my notifications on my watch. I don't want to get text messages on my phone. Call, sure, because nobody's calling me unless it's like. Okay, here's my philosophy. And let me break this down for you. I mean, it's really not that complicated. Literally any situation ever, an emergency, uh, death, I don't know, a drama, you don't actually ever need direct contact with me, immediate direct contact with me, ever. If you're dying, you should go to the hospital. When I check my phone in 4 minutes, I'll see that you're dying in the hospital and I'll come. Is that crazy to say? Because again, I mean, we all have our phones on us. So then why would I don't need you to be able to, like, I don't need, okay, here's my argument. That's why I don't need vibrate on my phone. People with vibrate on, on their phone kind of drives me crazy. Especially if you're next to me and it's vibrating. Turn that ish off. You don't need that. Literally, because then you're trained to answer. You're literally Pavloved, bro. Turn off vibrate on your phone and work with kids and drink water. That's the lesson of today. Because again, literally there is not, okay, and maybe I'm being insensitive. I hope I'm not. Sure, I mean, I would like to know when my family members are in the hospital or if somebody's, I don't know, if there's an emergency. Yes, I would like to know. But again, if I'm not on my phone, I'm going to check it soon. And therefore, and also, you're not going to be texting me if you're dying in the hospital. If there's an emergency. Maybe my problems right now are so small to where I don't even understand why people, I mean, I'm not like a first responder in any essence ever, so of course that's different, but like first responders are there and paid so that you can help my sick and dying friend, you know? Does that make sense? This is a longer episode, but I've been talking the whole time. I might just upload this as is. Um, but that's what I like. I don't need vibrate on my phone because I'm gonna check it soon. I'm gonna see it light up. I definitely don't need ringer on my phone. Anyway, okay, I guess those are the only things that are like important to me because all I talk about is dumb iPhones and whatever. Yeah, no, I turned off notifications on my watch because I don't need to know that either. I don't need you texting me. This is for me. This is for the betterment, the bettering of my person and who I am. Not so your can text me. Sorry. That's not me. Maybe that is me being selfish. But this is detox. Anyway. Okay, I'll leave it at that, guys, I guess. Like this episode. I don't know if I kept your attention span the whole time. But like this episode. Subscribe. Do something. I think my dad just took a photo. Okay. Anyway. Bye, guys. Love you all. Thank you for listening.